Today, I want to share this brilliant story about resourcefulness. It's about a young student, totally new to the UK, working on a farm who had let's just say, a very unique idea of what a weekend adventure should look like. So, picture this. It's a Sunday on a farm in Hereford, England. A young student from Ukraine has a choice to make. See, he wasn't just there to see the sights. He was on a mission, searching for something. In his words, exclusive. You see, every single Sunday, the farmer he worked for, a pretty kind guy, would offer the students a tour, a chance to go see some of England's most famous historic landmarks. Now, you'd think most students would jump at the chance to see a place like Stonehenge, right? But our guy? Yeah, he had a completely different idea of what tourism meant. He asked to be dropped off at a local flea market, or as they call it in England, a car boot sale. He was hunting for treasure.
So while all his friends were off taking photos of ancient stones, he was weaving his way through all these stalls and piles of secondhand stuff, his eyes peeled for a real bargain.
And it didn't take him long at all to spot his first prize, a color television. I mean, what a find for the little caravan he was living in. But his lucky streak? Oh, it wasn't over just yet. Tucked away somewhere, he found the perfect companion for his new TV, an Xbox console. The ultimate haul. There was just one tiny little problem. He was now 100 kilometers away from the farm with no easy way to get his new treasures back home. And his plan to get home was, well, it was audacious to say the least. He just walked out to the main road, held up his giant TV, and started hitchhiking. You'd think nobody would ever stop for a guy holding a TV, but unbelievably, a Mercedes with a leather interior pulls over and the driver gives him a lift all the way back to the farm. Incredible, right? So, he gets back to the safety of his caravan, and now it's the moment of truth. It's time to plug in his exclusive finds and see if his big gamble at the market had actually paid off. He's setting up the TV, connecting the console. You can just imagine the anticipation. So, here it is, the crucial question. Did he just score the deal of a lifetime, or was this whole thing a little too good to be true? And the results are mixed. The television flickers to life, works perfectly, a total success. The Xbox, on the other hand, completely dead. He opens it up, and there's the problem, a totally burnt-out circuit board. Now, a lot of people would have just chalked it up as a loss, right? A lesson learned. But not our guy. He was not defeated. So the very next Sunday, he had a brand new mission. I mean, this just shows his determination. While everyone else heads out for another tour, he gets a ride back to the exact same city with that broken Xbox under his arm. His plan? Find the sellers, the crooks as he called them, and try to get his money back. Against all odds, in this massive, sprawling market, absolutely packed with people, he actually spots them. The very same people who had sold him the faulty console. This was it. So he walks up, explains that the console is broken, and just braces himself for an argument. He was ready to fight his case. But what happened next was something he absolutely never saw coming.
The sellers didn't argue. They didn't even ask him a single question. They just took back the broken Xbox and, to his total astonishment, handed him a Sony PlayStation, which was a more expensive and a better console.
And as if that wasn't amazing enough, they then reached down and handed him a free game to go with it. His disastrous purchase had just turned into this massive upgrade, all because he just refused to give up. But here's the thing, this incredible story of bargain hunting, it's really just one part of a much bigger picture. The TV and the PlayStation, they weren't the real treasure he was after. You see, the long days picking strawberries, the clever schemes, the weekend adventures, all of it was being fueled by a single powerful motivation. He was in the UK to work, to earn, and to support his family back home. And this is what it was all truly about. His first wire transfer home to his family in Zhytomyr. £800. That feeling of accomplishment, of being able to provide for your loved ones from so far away, that was the real prize. That was the exclusive treasure he was really searching for all along. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What does a small victory truly represent? Sometimes it's those unexpected wins, like turning a broken console into a brand new one, that give you the fuel to keep pushing towards those much, much bigger goals. Thanks for joining this explainer.